Hi guys, Jay here. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, you're most definitely welcome. Also, if you're returning back to my channel, thank you so much for sticking with this video. You guys definitely know that I do not take you guys for granted. So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing, or I'm going to be talking about a Nigerian series that has been trending on Netflix for quite some times now. Actually, the very first day that series dropped on Netflix, that was the day I actually watched it, because I kind of set like a reminder on my Netflix for when it was going to drop. And the title of that Nigerian series is The Smart Money Woman. Now, why am I reviewing this series? I feel like this is a movie that most Nigerian women should actually watch. I'm just going to be pointing out few lessons that I picked out from the movie, and if you have seen the movie, please let me know what lessons you got out of it. And if you have not seen it, I'm going to try as much as possible not to give any spoilers. No, I'm not going to give any spoilers, okay? I'm not going to give any spoilers because, again, I don't want to spoil the fun. But yeah, so I wrote the lessons that I got from that movie, and I'm just going to be talking about it basically. So the very first lesson I got from the movie was, one, living to impress. So a lot of Nigerians, now let's even focus on the women aspect, okay? A lot of women, Nigerian women, always try to impress, basically, okay? We're either trying to impress our friends, our colleagues, that guy that is eyeing us, or the guy that we're crushing on, our boss, basically our family members. We're just trying to basically impress somebody. And fun fact is, most of the times, or sometimes, these people that you're trying to impress them, they don't even send you, okay? They don't send you, they're not even looking at your side, but then you're putting in so much effort to try to impress them. You buy clothes, designers, this, you even go as far as renting apartments that you cannot continuously pay for. Like, it's actually a struggle to actually pay for your rent every year, but then because you want to say, oh, I live in Ikoyi, or oh, I live in Lekki Phase 1, well, I even heard that Lekki Phase 1 and Lekki Phase 2 people, they are not like on the same level in a way. And there's this part of Lekki too, there's Laoye. So if you are living in Laoye, it's more like you are living like in the village part of Lekki. Do you get? Like, all those things are basically not necessary. We're just trying to like impress people. I remember there was this movie, was it not Jennifer's Diary or so? I really can't remember, where somebody was living in Laoye and she had a jeep. She was living in a boys' quarter. She had a jeep. Like, sis, who are you trying to impress? Like, I don't even get it. Please, let's stop trying to impress people, okay? If they don't even send us, like, if they even send you, so what? When then? Like, just do you, basically. Do what works for you. Don't go overboard trying to please somebody, okay? Just cut your clothes according to your material, not according to your size, okay? Cut your clothes according to your material. That's one. The next thing I got was little things we spend money on that don't actually matter. What I meant by that is little things that we spend money on that we feel like they don't matter. Things like designer bags, things like buying really expensive cars, when we have other things that we could actually use money for. Like, we could buy a really nice car and then still use the other change left from it to actually do something substantial, like maybe invest, or I don't know, just do something, basically. Buying ashwebi, all those people that every Saturday, every blessed Saturday, they must go for a party. If they don't go for a party, they will not be okay. Their body will be doing them this, their body will be doing them up and down. Like, these things in our head, they don't matter, okay? In our head, they are just like things we should do. But in a way, they're kind of sipping into our finances. They're just taking that money small. You buy one ashwebi this weekend, it's costing maybe 20,000 naira. Okay, you're going to buy gele, you're probably going to call a makeup artist to beat your face. So people that go extra, they can even buy a shoe, bag. You're still going to give tailor money. The person that is going to sew your clothes, you're going to give the person money. You're probably going to take an Uber to the location, just in case you don't even have a car. If you have a car, you're going to fuel your car. Like, calculate all of this expense for one weekend, literally for one Saturday, and then multiply it by 4 Saturdays. Okay, even by 2 Saturdays. Okay, like, it is so much money. It is so much money. And how much are you even earning? Let's even say that you are earning so much. And so, like, you could actually put this money into an investment. It is something that actually makes sense. These are some things that we think that they don't actually matter, but then they actually matter. Okay, I should be buying unnecessary designer bags, designer shoes, clothes, shopping excessively, like even the clothes that are in your wardrobe, in your closet, you're not even done wearing them, but then you still go shopping, you buy this, you buy that. These things matter, and before you know, you are broke, and then you're wondering, what did I spend my money on? And you cannot even like place it that, oh, this is what I actually spent my money on, this is what I actually used this money to do, this is what I actually did. Like, you can't even figure it out. Now this is like a whole big lesson to me, because then I'm a lady, I'm into business, and honestly, these lessons, they just kept eating me. Like, even though I do some of them already, my personal finances and my business, even though I do some of them, but there are still some of them that I'm like, okay, like, I didn't even know I was supposed to be doing all of this. Like, do you understand? So this, I don't know, this movie is quite important. Okay, so let me go to the third lesson I learned. The third lesson I learned was friendship. Friendship is absolutely important. It is good that you have like a group of friends that you can run to when you have issues. Like, when you are going through something, they're there to comfort you. When you are down, they're there to encourage you and, you know, just help you get back on your feet again. And when it's bubbling and happy, they are there to celebrate your success. They're there to celebrate your promotions with you. You know, basically friends. Now, there was a post that Toke Makinwa made on our Snap, I think few weeks back, I think maybe just last week, and it just basically talked about compartmentalizing your friendship or your friends. Basically, when you compartmentalize your friends, you would not expect too much from them. Okay, because these people, they're also humans here. They have day-to-day stuff that they go through. They have they have problems, they have things that they're trying to also achieve. So you cannot expect so much from them, and vice versa, they cannot expect so much from you. So it is okay to say that you have friends that when you need business advice, you can run to them, and you know that they're going to dissect it and everything. I have somebody like that, basically. Okay, business wise, if I have any issues regarding business and whatnot, I have that person that I go to. If it is party, you know, Jakaja day, let us go for Owambe, let us go to the nice club and everything. Though I'm not that kind of person, because I don't know, I really just enjoyed all of those things. If I'm going out like that, I'm probably being dragged, or maybe it's like just once in a while when it just hits me that this girl just go out, have fun, and probably not they finish to get that kind of thing. I'm not that kind of person. You have friends like that. You have friends that they're just for shopping. Okay, like, I'm going to try to put a screenshot of that post post that she made on her Snap. I'm going to try to put it up here, just so that you basically, yes, have friends, okay, but compartmentalize your friends. That's all I can say, really. But friendship, I liked the old friendship that was going on in the series. I liked that there were different people from different backgrounds, and it also made me know that you can be married and be single and still be friends. Basically, you guys just so the fourth thing I also learned is relationships, like having a partner that adds to you. See, you know that stuff of them saying, well, what do you bring to the table? This is where it comes in. Okay, so I cannot be in a relationship with you and you're not adding value to my life, okay, and our goals are not aligning and we are not seeing things in the same direction. So for a particular lady in that series, the person that she was in a relationship with at some point, when she was in a relationship with that guy, after For Me Had Guy and all of that, leave that side, just go and watch it. After For Me Had Guy and all of that, she got into a relationship with that guy and that guy transformed her life financially. Not like giving her money, but helped her to see how to spend her money better, helped her to see how to cut out some unnecessary things that she was spending her money on. Have somebody that adds to your life, basically somebody that pushes you to your goal, somebody that gingers you, somebody that when you are down and it's looking like, yo, this thing is not even going to work out and all of that, somebody that is going to push you and say, you can do this, you can get it, it is you, I trust you, you are capable, you know, somebody that will just be there to just ginger you to do that thing that he knows or she knows that you are capable of. If you are in a relationship and that person is not doing that, please quickly end it there. Okay, the fifth thing that I learned was, okay, the little things that we should focus on. That's how I wrote it. Okay, the little things that we should focus on. So little things, okay, for instance, there was a lady in that series, our mom's house caught fire because of one electrical issue in the house, and our mom's house caught fire and she didn't even know that she could have like an insurance for her house and all of that. Now me, I used to think that insurance was just about cars, assets, maybe if you have like a company and whatnot. I didn't know that you could like insure your house as well. I recently heard of see, don't come for me, I recently heard of life insurance, okay, and I'm like, whoa, all of these things actually, like, they actually exist. Like, so why are we not exposed to all this information? Why are we not investing? So forgive me, yeah, I used to be of the school of thought that, see, I'm an aggressive saver, yeah. If I want to actually get something or I want to actually do something, I can save aggressively towards it. I'm an aggressive saver and I like to see my money in my account, okay. So investment did not make any sense to me till I met like my partner, the person I'm dating currently, and then it was always hammering on, let's invest, let's look for something to invest. If you keep keeping your money in the bank, these people, they are using your money to make money and you are there losing. So imagine that you saved 500,000 in January, okay, with the way with the way Nigerian economy is going right now, trust me babes, that 500,000 is no longer 500,000 now. Yes, that's the truth. That 500,000 is no more 500. Yes, it's your 500,000. You collect it, but what 500,000 could do in January, it can't do it now in November, in September. Okay, so don't, like, it's good to save, yeah, but I feel like saving should be like short term, if that makes sense. If it is long term, it means you are saving it to actually maybe pay your rent or buy a car or something. Like, it's something that once it has gotten to like a particular what's it called, like a particular amount, then you withdraw it and then you take it and get whatever it is that you want to get done, okay. Or it's important that we start looking for things to, like, since I watched that movie, I've been going on the internet. There is this company that I even saw, I think Money Africa or so. I stumbled on them on TikTok and I asked, I requested for a video about things that somebody in his or her 20s can actually invest in that does not actually require millions of naira. Do you know, like, if you have any suggestions about that, please let me know that in the comment section. Like, I'm really down on investing, but I can't seem to figure out what somebody like me can invest in, since I don't have millions of naira, I don't have thousands of naira, okay, but something that I can just start off and just invest in it, aside all of the things, of course, aside my business, which I technically invest or I've been investing all my money in since I was like in school. Aside that, I just want to do something else and I really have no idea about it. So please, if you know any investment that is not too money that does not require plenty money, please let me know that in the comment section. And I was also going to research about this FBN thing. They kept talking about an FBN thing. I think it has to do with like First Bank and all of that. So I'm definitely going to check that out as well. If it's something that I can do, I would do, and I'll advise that it's something that you can do as well, do. But I'm going to do my research, because again, you don't want to invest in something that you really do not know about. So do your research, make sure that you have a full understanding of it, ask questions, be knowledgeable about it before you put your money into it, basically. Okay, so the next one is support system. So I feel like their friendship was like a really good support system for them, because again, I know I already talked about being friends, being there to pull you up when you're down and all of that. They kind of formed like a really good support system for each other. Remember when what's the name of okay, let me not mention names, okay? So there was a particular lady that she was a full-time housewife. Her husband was giving her basically everything. All she had to do is wake up, cook, take care of the house, take care of the kids and whatnot. She basically wasn't working. She goes shopping like crazy, spends a lot of money. Basically, she was living like an Ikoyi baby girl life. Okay, she was basically doing that, and then things turned around for our family members. Our husband's dad died, and then they realized that the family was like in a very big debt and all of that, and it was like they didn't have any money again. And I saw our friends really come around to encourage her, to help her get through what she was going through at that time. Like, it was so sweet. Like, yeah, I know I don't have a large group of friends as such, or I have friends that, if God forbid, if I ever get into that space, I have friends that would definitely do that for me. Now the question is, do you have friends that can actually do that for you? Like, when you are down, they are going to make you priority, to come down, to encourage you, to be with you, to help you go through whatever it is that you are going to. Now you need to think about that. If you don't have friends like that, you need to work on it. Okay, it means that you're doing something wrong, or I mean, the universe is just really against you. But that's a joke, okay? But you need to work on it. Okay, so the next thing is will. Okay, will. So there was a particular lady in the movie as well. She was, of course, she was friends with the other one I told you about, that our family's fortune just went down and they realized that they were in debt and all of that. So when she got home, she was asking her father if her father had written will. And of course, as a Nigerian mom, a Nigerian mom just went, God forbid, my husband is not going to die but live to declare. I'm like, yo, if you are writing a will, does not mean you are dying anytime soon. Okay, in my opinion, I feel like as you're acquiring things, you should just start adding them to your will. Basically, update them as you acquire these things. Now I watched I watched Nello's video, and in her video she was saying something about that she's going to do a what's it called, a video will, so that nobody will say they said this or they did not write this or they did not do this. So that she's going to sit down, and honestly, I'm actually down with that. To be honest, all my life, I've been thinking that, see, me, I don't even want to bring that righty will, because again, then it can be manipulated and all. But video, now waiting I talk go here, like just the way I'm talking to you guys now is what I'm saying in the space of my room now, that you are going to hear once I upload this video on my channel. So I'm totally down with a video will. Okay, it totally goes down with me, and I feel like the moment you start acquiring things, please sit down, think of what, I don't know, who and what you want to acquire, or you want to allocate to different who and what you want to allocate to different people in your life. Okay, and then go ahead and do it, because see, God forbid, of course, the prayer is that nobody dies young and everybody, you know, lives on here to fulfill all of these all of the things that God has said they were going to fulfill on earth. But then anything can happen, and you don't want to leave your money, your sweat, your hard work. You don't want to leave it with those banks while your family is suffering and lounging in pain and grief, and then they're looking for money to probably get a befitting burial, or take care of your kids, or send them to school, proper schools, and all of that. So please take will seriously. That you're doing your will does not mean you're going to die anytime soon. I hope your mentality changes today. The next thing is putting your assets in order. So what do I mean by putting your assets in order? So it just basically means sectioning your funds. So after I watched that movie, let me give you a practical example. After I watched that movie, of recent, I got paid my salary, and because I'm saving aggressively towards something that I intend to do at the end of the year or probably early next year, I disbursed the money into the different places that I would usually, do. It's more like a thrift. Yeah, there are like two that are thrifts, then there is one that is just like a savings. So I did that, and then I basically took out my money for the transportation to work for the month. I took that out. I took I took another part for emergency saving. What did I even call it? Emergency share. I put that. Then I also have a joint what's it called, a joint account with the person I'm currently dating. We have like a joint account, so we just put in money there in case we need to do something together and what's not. So every month we have like an allocated amount that we put there and all of that. So I basically did everything, and at the end of the day, if I am supposed to account for how I spent my money now, I know where my money went to. Okay, I can figure it. I can technically say, oh, this is where this amount went to, this is where that amount went to. But the moment I don't know how I spent it, as it comes, as it goes, I just do this, I just do that. I even sectioned that amount to send to my brother, because I made that like a point of duty to always send him money every month, or at least when I have it. Okay, so as I got paid, I sectioned like an amount to send to him, just for upkeep, basically what I can afford and what's not. Okay, so that basically. And which app did I use? This is not a sponsored video or what's not, but PiggyVest has actually been doing that for me right from when I was in school, when I started my business and what's not. Even before I started my business, I used to use PiggyVest to save, just because I knew that I wanted to start a business, but I didn't know what business to start. So I always used PiggyVest to save. So I would put that auto save thing, and it would just technically remove 1,000 naira from my account every Monday. Yeah, so that was like 4,000 naira every month, and I'll just do that, and I just set that aside. So even when I have extra money, I'll just put I don't know, I can't remember how it's called, but there's a way you can deposit a large amount of money immediately into your account. And I also put like a portion into my flex account, just in case I need like money ASAP. So the flex account is basically that part of PiggyVest where you can just withdraw your money without any extra charge. Or if you put it in like the main account, if you are removing your money, they're going to charge you 2.5% breaking fee of the amount that you're removing, if that makes any sense. So it just basically helps you to like save, it helps you to discipline yourself basically, and that's it. Okay, so PiggyVest actually helped me do that. And even in my flex account currently, after I watched this movie, that's basically what I did. So there's a way you can tag your, what's it called, there's a way you can tag your finances or the money that you've saved. So take for instance, let me give you an example. And okay, I'm going to make it do how will I put it? Yeah, I'm going to give a screenshot of what mine looks currently. I'm going to decide if I'm going to do that, but let me just explain to you. So you can tag your finances. So let's say that you have 100,000 naira in your flex account here, and maybe you want to use 75,000 naira towards your rent for next year. Okay, so you could create a tag and then say, okay, this is for rent, and then you put 75,000 naira rent, and you close that. So it would give like a pie chart kind of thing. Okay, so you can put like a pink circle or maybe a semicircle because it's 75,000 naira, so that's like the bulk of the money. So it's going to occupy like a whole lot, and it's going to put that 75,000 naira rent. Then maybe the next thing, maybe 15,000 naira, yeah, maybe 15,000 naira for say feeding. Okay, so the next one is going to put it in another color, and it's going to put feeding, and you know, and all that. So basically you can create money and tags for everything so that you know how much is being allocated to whatever it is that you are doing. So if you are running a business, you can basically do that as well. Okay, so you can say, okay, maybe miscellaneous, you put it there, ads, you put it there, you know, basically anything. You basically can just section your this thing. So if you upgrade your PiggyVest account, I think you should be able to see all of these features there. And that's all that. So the next thing is joint account. So basically a lot of people are always skeptical about this joint account thing. Initially, before I actually met the person I'm currently dating, I used to have an issue with joint accounts because, again, I'm always scared, like, yeah, we're putting money into these accounts together, but if you run away with my money and all of that, maybe we have issues and we break up and what's not, and then you go away with my money, like, it's not even going to be funny. Do you understand? So I now then discovered that if you're having a joint account, you both can be signatories, which means that I can't withdraw money without him also signing, and he can't withdraw money without me signing. So I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense. To think that a lady in this group, in this series, she was married and she had a joint account with her husband, but it was like a one signatory kind of thing, and the husband just kept pulling out money to the extent that he was even dating somebody outside their marriage, and he withdrew all the money in her account and eloped with the girl. Like, if you are going to do joint accounts, I repeat, you have to be both signatories. Don't go and be doing it for me. I trust this person. Yes, we trust, okay? We trust in the Lord, okay? But then do the needful. Make sure you are both signatories, and one person cannot withdraw without the other person signing. It's just to be safe. It's just safety measures, basically, okay? Next thing is business discipline. So I got a lot of lessons from this, okay? Because to be honest, some of the tables that was shook in that movie were like, I was gallantly sitting on them, basically. So there was a lady in the movie that had a business. She was a tailor, fashion designer, whatever you want to call it. Oh my god, it's raining. She was a fashion designer, and because her father is like her father is rich, so her father used to like give her money even when her business runs into trouble in terms of finances and all of that. Her father used to give her money, and I remember that she also had a friend that, you know, kept telling her, you need to separate your personal finances from your business finances. Like, your dad cannot keep giving you money anytime your business runs into trouble. It means you are not managing this business properly, okay? So if you are running a business, you should be able to comfortably pay your staff. You should comfortably pay yourself as well, and comfortably you know, expand your business if you actually want to do that, okay? So running your business, you need to manage your funds. You need to be able to pay your staff. I also learned that you need to have something called a business emergency fund. I never knew that, so I'm going to incorporate that into my business, okay? So that is that. So yeah, I also noted apps to save money for different things, which I briefly already talked about. The app that I use, which is PiggyVest, I already talked about it in one of the points that I made. So basically, those are all of the things that I got from the Smart Money Woman series. It's a very lovely movie. You should see it if you have not. And again, if you have seen this series, please let me know down in the comment section which lessons you actually got from the series, just in case I missed any. Okay, it was lovely seeing your beautiful faces, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye guys.